Hello and welcome to a Life in Digital Can Capture special. I'm here with Ben Putley, founder at Alkimi. Ben, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem at all.
So Ben, we're sitting here in Cannes, beginning of the trip. We haven't heard from many others yet, but what do you think is going to be on people's agenda for Cannes?
I think certainly AI will be top of the agenda for a lot of businesses, how they're using automation to improve targeting, campaign optimization, bidding algorithms. I think people have been talking about curation for a long time, so I'm sure that will be interesting to hear people talk about. And then there's always a few surprises. I'm sure some companies will launch new products, so I'll be interested to see what direction they're taking those in. I know Media IQ launched a new platform around this time, so yeah, there's always some new things, and generally people use this to kick off a trend for the rest of the year and next year.
Yeah, for you when you're here, is it about obviously it's about Alkimi's agenda, but how much are you here to understand what others are doing as well?
I think it is always interesting to see like the general direction that the industry is going.
Yeah.
I try not to get caught up in the noise of it too much. We have our strategy, we know where we're going. It's like cool to see if directionally are we going in completely the wrong direction? Are we using it in a way that perhaps people aren't thinking about? To just kind of see where we're at. I think a lot of the time it's good because a lot of the time people are auditioning for their ticket next year. So people are wanting to do a lot of stuff. I think you can meet a lot of people. People want to tell you a lot of things, and you can kind of use it to gain a lot of insight in a very short period of time, albeit a sweaty period of time. But a very short period of time. It's really useful.
It's not good for Brits, right?
It's not, no. Yeah.
And a lot of the focus of this week is going to be on AI. And actually, one thing I'd love to have is kind of use cases we can share with people. So I know that Alkimi was built as an AI and a blockchain first organisation. How are you using AI in your business to benefit the company and your customers?
I think we were real world blockchain first, and then it was a blockchain provides an immutable proof of what's in place. I think that AI can hallucinate information. So being able to determine what is verifiably and mathematically true is particularly useful. So just in terms of the way that we're servicing reports, where we're optimizing campaigns, that is useful to have an immutable record of what took place. So we can say with 100% degree of certainty, this is exactly what happened. The automation around bidding and targeting is very interesting, but I think there's a lot to be said for how do you use AI and automation at an enterprise level to make people more efficient day to day. That certainly is something that interests me a lot. I've experienced it personally. There's a lot of stuff I can do much more quickly now. I feel like that I can kind of be across more things in the business without necessarily spreading myself thinner, because I can do it quicker. I can I research a document much quicker than I would do, or I can have my calendar reviewed, or I can have past emails of meetings that I have that day given to me in a readily digestible format. So where I would be preparing for, let's say, from 8 till 9 in the morning, I'm preparing for meetings, that is now from 8 till 8:05.
Yeah.
So I've already given myself 55 minutes back in my day, which adds up.
And you prompt call tells you what you've got and what you're doing, as opposed to you having to practically do.
Exactly right. And it's then looking at my CRM to see, okay, we've got a meeting with this buyer, they've spent X amount, the campaign performed like this, and the last conversation we had, we spoke about transparency of ad spend. So that then gives you some really nice points, coupled with if you're then using AI to transcribe meetings, you get perfect notes, you add that to the knowledge base, and then you start to just get a really granular and compelling picture of exactly what went on, because you do a really good job and you can just naturally forget things.
Yes.
And you don't need to do that anymore. So you pick up small details, there'll be conversations that we have here, and I'll forget some of the things I've talked to people about, because you have so many conversations now. If I could record every single one, people might think I was a bit weird, but ultimately that is the best way for me to get the most accurate insights. I'm not remembering it slightly wrong. It's this is what was said, this is what's been reviewed. I can then query what's going on in that meeting notes to get, okay, this is where I think we should go, or this is how I think we should operate with this person, and it gives you more accuracy.
And like you said, the overall things. And we were talking off camera, and you mentioned about how you get the business to engage with AI. And from your point of view, I was interested to hear about how you're incentivizing and rewarding AI usage.
Where I can, if someone says to me, I'm doing this thing, I'm like, okay, well, let's go sit in this room and let's figure out exactly how we've used automation to solve that problem.
Yeah.
So give them an immediate example with no judgment. It's just like people don't know what they don't know, and it's people need to approach. If they want to improve on it, I'll give you all the time to help you improve. So it might be that someone didn't quite know how to connect their Gmail. So let's connect your Gmail. Let's write your first report for what you're doing this week with your meetings, or how you're going to approach this particular meeting. And they see it, they're like, "Oh my god, yeah, okay, that's going to save me so much time." I'm like, "Yeah, great, that's perfect." And now go back to it every day. Just like build up a habit of okay, I'm going to go here first, and then I will have a conversation, and then I'll improve my prompt, and then I'll put it into a project. And if I'm going to collaborate with people, I'll share that project with other people to give people the chance to see what you've done, and you can add up great knowledge bases of here's all the meetings I did with this client. So even if someone goes away on holiday, people are writing handover notes.
Yeah,
that's
so cool. That's so cool.
That saves what for the seller that's going on holiday, or whoever is going on holiday, that probably saves them 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then when they come back, what happened while I was away?
Yeah.
Done. You know, like that's 6 hours you probably save there, which is a day's worth of work, you know. So, and for stuff that are not like, oh, it's replacing me, that's replace something you didn't like doing.
Oh, just
you do very well.
The productivity gains are insane.
Exactly.
I know it's about how it's impacting our customers' business, but with my sphere hats on, the thing I've taken to now is I've been on the journey, but it's like, how do we really go and get this happening across the company?
And I think just telling people, because I think everyone's using it. I think sometimes people feel like use it in secret.
Okay.
But like, I've done an email, I don't know if I was supposed to use it to write, like, should I have done that? And it's like, if you say, yes, I would do that. And like from an organizational level, it's like, yes, it's fine for you to do that. Here's some guardrails.
Yeah.
But then they're like, oh, okay, I can do it. And then there's like that hesitancy is taken away. I like trying to like hide their notes to some degree. For a long time, you could spot, as a British company, spot the Zs in people's emails. And I'm like, hold on a second. And I was like, well, so what? I'm glad you're using it. Let's just write a prompt that means it writes in British English rather than American English. So
vice versa.
Yeah, exactly. So I think just letting people know it's okay. I'm not like, don't do that. It's ridiculous. I'm like, how can I help you lean into it more to make you more efficient? So, yeah.
Thanks, well, thanks, Ben. It's been a real pleasure. Enjoy your camp.
Thank you very much. Thanks.